Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. I'm coming to you after one of my morning workouts, so bear with me, please. But I wanted to talk to you about the concept or the words interpretation and perception. I know both of those words can be used interchangeably. A lot of times we do so when we're trying to define the other. For an example, someone can say that my interpretation is how I perceive the world around me. Another person can say the perception is how you interpret things that occur to you. But whichever way you choose to use those particular words, it's very important to how we actually take in information. You can take individuals that have both experienced the same situation and both of them will leave with a different experience. And it's because of how we actually take in information, whether we're visual, kinesthetic, have to put our hands on it. Those different methods help us to define the world around us, our overall reality, if you will. Recently, I went to an art gallery and they were having a show about contemporary art. And I always get nervous at those events because you never know when someone's going to like, oh, how do you perceive it and what do you think about it? And so, but I went anyway and I thought it was a great event. The building itself was just really nice. They had converted a church to a art gallery, if you will, and whoever thought of that concept, it was an old church, but it was very beautiful. But they, at this particular event, they actually had the artists there, and the artists are walking around or in their different stations, and so you had an opportunity to talk with them about why they developed what they did for their particular pieces there. So they range from like $2,000 to $10,000, some of them a little bit more. And so one of the rooms that we went in, I saw that it was a lot of bright colors and the colors were beautiful. It was painted so nicely, just felt like that you can touch it and really be there in the picture. But I saw a common theme throughout all of the pictures. I couldn't understand why they chose to put that particular scene in all of the artwork that was there. And so the artist came around and was just talking to everybody, and I was like, please, please don't come to me. Please don't talk to me and ask me what I think and see, because my mindset is like, why are you using this particular image in everything that you're painting? That it makes it a little interesting to me. And so one of the persons there asked her, like, why did you choose to do this particular image and why did you do X, Y, and Z? And so she began to share as to what made her begin to feel a certain way when she saw these particular images. And so she chose to put that in all of her artwork. Now, the explanation was great, but it did not help me in my interpretation because I still was trying to understand how that related to the artwork that was being produced and so on and so forth. But to her, it had meaning. And so, what that means is sometimes in life, we will not engage with other individuals. We will lose out on relationships. We may limit our companies from growing and developing because we have certain perceptions and interpretations about things that are being shared. In a business, your employees may have a bomb ideal that thinks that, oh my God, if we did this, this will really raise us to another level. But because you haven't perceived it that way, or you feel like that that's not your intent for your agency, sometimes it can limit your agency from growing because you're refusing to even to listen or to explore as to why a person have chosen to do that. Same thing for your relationship, same thing for writing. Oh my goodness, your product that you produce, you may have in your mind a certain population and who you want to be a part of those things, but you may have a different group that reviews your work and say like, hey, when I read it, I thought X, Y, and Z. And if you're not careful, you will limit yourself from being able to go to those particular groups to read your material or to explore their understanding because you have a preconceived notion already. So, my challenge to you today is to reach out beyond your comfort zone and see how you can expand upon your overall interpretation of the world around you. Doesn't mean you have to change your beliefs and your views, but at least talk to someone or try to get their understanding as to why they have chosen to respond in a certain way, to live a certain way, or their overall understanding. That can help you as an individual, because when someone else that you meet may receive or perceive things in that same manner, you can have a grace for them, and or you can have a better understanding, and you know how to better connect with them. So please do take that challenge. It will make you a more holistic person, if you will, and it can help you to, see the world differently through someone else's eyes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and all those good things. And I'll be talking to you soon.